Cheers, my loves. I hope that all of you are doing really well. And in this video, we're going to talk about what are the qualities of a healthy masculine man. Not the kind of masculine man that polarized himself very strongly in masculinity and became a magnet to compensate for the wound in his feminine energy, but the kind of masculine man that has a very healthy, very wholesome feminine energy, but operates predominantly from his masculine. This is a man who embodies the energy of action. He is not in the passive energy, not in the passive element. He's not in the energy of receiving, of chaos, of disorganization. He is somebody who is very self-disciplined in all areas of his life. He is very self-disciplined at work. He's very self-disciplined at home. He's very self-disciplined with his health, with his projects, with the people that he has taken positive ownership of. In fact, it's very typical to find that kind of man who, almost as a hobby that he really enjoys, loves making schedules, loves making plans, loves making agendas, loves guiding other people towards their goals, objectives, and visions. And he does it as a pleasure. He does it as an automatic reaction because that is something that he has to offer to a person. And he doesn't just write these schedules. He doesn't just write down these ideas. He is very disciplined, which means he adheres to them. His intention, his goals, his words are very important to him. And when it comes to his ambition, his motivation, his goals, he is very driven. But he is not just driven by ego aggrandizement. He's not just trying to get attention, validation, recognition, more money than everybody else, a bigger car and a bigger house than everybody else. He's trying to bring about a positive change. He's trying to make discoveries, make a difference, help people in some way. It matters to him that behind himself he leaves the world as a slightly better place than it was when he came in. At the very least, he tries to better the environment, the living conditions for his family, for his closest friends. He wants to help people, and he is strong enough to help people because he's not petty, because he's not threatened, because he's not constantly competitive, at least not when it comes to children, to his parents, to women. He might be competitive though when it comes to himself, because he has very high standards for himself and he holds himself accountable to those standards. He will compete against himself. When it comes to relationships, he wants to be the initiator. He understands that this is a dance, that he is a man and he wants to keep it that way. He wants to stay the man. And this relationship shouldn't be preventing him from doing that. He likes a feminine woman, the one that's going to allow him to lead her, the one that's going to allow him to take initiative, to make the first steps, to progress the relationship, to guide the relationship. He doesn't want a mother. He doesn't want a woman that tries to contain him, that tries to take positive ownership of him. He wants to take positive ownership of her. That kind of man is emotionally mature. He has a strong empathy, but he leads with his mind. He leads cognitively. He relates first with his mind, and then, especially when he is exposed to a feminine element, he will engage his emotions. His empathy is strong, but it doesn't take precedence over that kind of intelligence that is constantly guiding him. And the funny thing about that kind of man is that so many women recognize these qualities in him. So many women look at him and they understand that that is exactly the kind of man that they want by their side. But they are a masculine woman because we have a world of masculine women and feminine men these days. We're trying to pretend that there is no difference between men and women. We have brainwashed practically everybody. And right now we're not acting true to our nature as a public in general. And when a woman meets that kind of man, she wants to be the one that he chooses. She wants to be by his side. But because of the societal brainwashing, because of the incorrect conditioning, she doesn't want to give up her right to reside in the masculine energy. And he doesn't want that kind of woman, and he's correct. Because if he lets that kind of woman be the woman by his side, he's going to have to give up. The very essence, the very things that make him so distinct, so attractive, so different, so magnetic. This is also somebody who has a very strong self-concept, and that's why he can contain, that's why he can guide, that's why he can protect, because he doesn't appear as one person to this person, as another person to this person. He doesn't constantly shift, constantly adapt. He doesn't operate from a false self or from a mask. He operates from his core. He is healed, therefore, he is connected to his heart. He knows who he is, and that's not going to significantly shift based on his environment. He can rely on himself, and other people can rely on him. He has a moral code in which certain things are not shakable, and therefore people feel safe by his side. What else did I not tell you guys? So yeah, I think that this is a man who definitely nurtures his own feminine energy, and he nurtures, guides, protects, helps the feminine energies around him. Woman next to him can be woman, can be the most empowered, most feminine, most wholesome versions of themselves. And people fall in love with the person, but less so with the person than with whom they can be next to this person. And when a woman feels like she can be a woman and feel safe and feel loved and feel protected and feel guided next to this man, the competition falls away. All right, cheers, my loves. Just a few thoughts, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.